what's going on? It's Nate, Geoquariums. It's been a long time, but I recently figured something out that I get to see on YouTube, and figured I would share it for those who care, or as a reference for me looking back. So, what I have here, say you're into trying to do the angelfish thing, right? You get the slates loaded up with eggs. I figured out a way to do it without needing the glass pickle jars. So basically, I use these plastic containers. You can get a gallon of water at like Walmart for $2. You get these plastic containers, you cut the top off. The key to it is you have one that's basically completely sealed up, and one that has a vent roughly halfway down or so you can do some water changes, right? But pretty much you start off with the completely sealed one. I like to use hydroperoxide 1 milliliter into here, sometimes 2 if I'm feeling froggy, right? But 1 to 2 milliliters, somewhere roughly, into this container for 2 days. Once they hatch and you get wigglers, that's when I switch to this one. So then you can lift it up out of the tank, it drains out the water, put it back down, it fills back in the water, and it filters through the sponge. You don't lose any babies, nothing like that. So just so down and dirty, here's the 2, right? You can kind of see what I'm talking about here, right? Eggs, once they hatch, put them in here. And I got a bunch of babies in one that I can show you real quick. Alright, so as you can see, here's the setup. Just clips onto the tank. Use the tank to heat up the water. This is a 90 gallon. I use an aerator stone. And then down here on the bottom, we've got a whole mess of babies. You can see them wiggling in there. It's a little blurry. It's really blurry. Yeah. So we just got a whole mess of babies in here. So that's my setup. This is what I use. I will let them sit in here and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle until they start free swimming. And once they free swim, I change it up and I throw them into one of these bad boys. Right, but more on that later. Just want to throw in a quick one. If you're looking for something other than a pickle jar method, this works well for me.